It's not always raining, and there's always something good in every day. And I have to thank one of my friends who phoned me there. I haven't spoken to her in a long time and had a great conversation with her. Greta, it was great speaking to you. Don't leave it as long the next time. But it's not always raining. There'll be days like this. And it's absolutely brilliant day. And I tell you what I've learned this between yesterday and today. What I've learned, and we all know that I'm reading this book at the minute, Traffic Secrets. And that's what I'm reading. But what I've learned is every platform is completely different on how you actually broadcast on that platform. Everything is different, and that's where a lot of people are falling down, because they broadcast on the same material, the same way, on the same platforms, but they all have different cultures within them. So that's what I've learned this week. And if you're positive and you look for the positive in everything, you'll always find a way through, and you'll always find there's always something to learn, even in these times, these hard times where people are struggling with employment, they're struggling with this coronavirus, and they're struggling with a whole load of other issues. There's always something good if you look a learning lesson, or there's something else that can be gained from that situation and preparing you for that situation if it ever comes up again. So it's not always raining. There's be days like this, and this is an excellent day. Spoke to an excellent friend. Good to hear from her again. Know that she's safe and sound. Learned that the different platforms have different ways to broadcast, and we don't always have to broadcast the same, because it won't have the same effect. There's different people are on Instagram, there's different people listen to podcasts, there's different people go on Facebook, there's different people go to blogs and read and things like this here. So every platform has a different format of how they're going to how you broadcast on them, and how you actually get people interested, and how you get people engaging on those platforms. So just remember that there. It's not always raining. Sometimes there'll be days like this where you have great learning, even though there's a lot of shit going on in the world, and a lot of shit going on all over the place with regards to people's jobs, what they're doing, how they're feeling about themselves. It's just a strange time to be on the planet, but there's always learning and everything if you're willing to look for it, and if you're willing to look for the good points in every bad situation, you will find them. And just remember, we all know what it is now. If you're following me at all, try and impact someone's ripple, one small stepping stone at a time. You'll feel better, they'll feel better, and maybe the world will be a better place for it. So today's lesson is what I've learned today is it's not always raining. There'll be days like this, and you have to look for the good in every single day that you're out there. No matter what the situation is, no matter how bad it is, there's always something worth looking for, and a lesson to be learned, or something to be gained from it, if you're willing to look for it. So keep yourself safe, look after yourself, and just remember, not every platform is the same for broadcasting, because they all have different types of audience. And I'll speak to you all tomorrow.